one of the sort of privileges I have, and I've been doing this for the 20 years we've been doing this, when we discover ministries that we think is really on the cutting edge of society, and that God is really working in the lives of these people, I always want to sort of use this hour was given to me, to use this hour sort of as a platform to inspire you to see what God is doing in the country. The whole idea of CCDA was, number one, was to bring God's people together, to unite us in purpose, and that purpose of living out a holistic gospel. And it was not to be denominational, it was to be cross-denominational. But the whole idea is how can we mobilize the church to get out there and help the people in society who are hurting. And my two presenters this morning is from Victoria, Texas. They will introduce themselves, and then they will tell you just a capsule about what they are all about. I'm enthused with it. They came up to Jackson and spent some time there in our intimate workshop. We would invite you to come. These are 2-day and 3-day workshops. We don't want more than 12 people in these workshops where they spend time together. And they talk about their own programs while they're there. And we take what we know and integrate it into their lives. And of course, one of the things we integrate is that, hope to integrate and to solidify is a strong biblical foundation out of which we're doing that. And that this group really represents a group that has taken these principles. And in most cases, people were using those principles before, but they were using them not understanding there was an organized philosophy to do that. And that makes it, then they get implemented and reproduce themselves, and they can feel good about that they are following some outstanding principles. So CCDA brings all of you together who are already on the front line, and we try to unite ourselves so that we can have impact. Not this organization is to serve your needs. This is organized from the grassroots up. And so tell us a little about what you're doing.
Okay, my name is Cheryl Miller, and I work with Perpetual Help Home in Victoria, Texas. It's a long-term housing program for women that's been in existence about 15 years. The women we serve are women with serious substance abuse problems, ex-prostitutes, homeless women. About 5 years ago, we realized they needed opportunities to get higher skills and higher job paying opportunities, and so we created a micro-enterprise called the Center for Peace. And they actually do training at their center, and at the time, it was conflict resolution and mediation training and language of shalom training. When we came to the conference last year in Miami, I was so excited about seeing all the people that were doing the work. And two things came out of that conference. One of them was knowing that there was a vast number of resources that we could still tap into, and the second was we found out about the retreat center. And when I heard that we could go spend time in Jackson at the retreat center, we jumped on and seized that opportunity because we realized that we could add the community development training as one of the types of models that we have in our Center for Peace. And I'm going to let Christina Harrison tell you a little bit about that. She's the director of the Center for Peace.
So, for over the last 7 years, our organization has been using materials from Dr. Ruby Payne in the Chalmers Center for Economic Development. And now over the last year, we've been using materials from Christian Community Development. So what we did is we took all 3 of those materials and we picked things from them and we compiled and made a holistic community development training. And we've already trained several churches and Habitat for Humanity over the last 6 months. And we also trained a youth in one of those churches that we trained. We trained their youth at a youth camp, and they went and applied these principles of development to a poverty area in their community, and now they're doing development in their community. What makes this training unique is, though, I myself and the girls at the center, we are actually climbing out of poverty. So we can bring that voice of, we were once in deep poverty and now we're making steps to come out. We bring our real emotions, experiences, it brings hope to the people that we're working with and the people that we work with in the community that are in poverty. 7 years ago, I came to Perpetual Help Home. I'm actually a former resident of Perpetual, and I was in bondage to drugs for 12 years. And when I got there, they didn't just address my drug addiction. They addressed every aspect of my life. Holistic development is what happened to me, and that's what brought me to the place that I am today. And now I can give people just like me and people that feel bound by poverty hope that they can change.
Amen. Amen.